Hello everyone. In this segment, we will start discussing our chosen programming language for this course, which is MATLAB. So let's start by discussing MATLAB. So MATLAB is a commercial package that's basically a programming language. In addition to it, it has also other toolboxes and utilities that comes automatically with MATLAB, or you might actually need to purchase it on top of the actual cost of MATLAB. So it's not a free package. MATLAB as a programming language is classified as an interpreted language, as we discussed in a previous segment. That implies that it is easy to learn, but it also implies that it is a bit of a slow when it comes to a big or large engineering program or a project that you are working on. In that case, you need to go to the compiled languages. MATLAB has other advantages. I can list out of these the fact that it's, in addition to being easy to use, it has sort of a graphical interface, which is actually shown here on the left. So on the left here, you see MATLAB, the graphical interface for MATLAB. Of course, I customized it to my own preferences. So I made the background a little bit darker. That's easier for the eye. But of course, when you see it for the first time, it's actually light background. The other thing, it also has a lot of toolboxes, and these are actually quite useful, and they do have a graphical interface as well. The classic toolbox that's widely used in automatic control studies, mechatronics, and solving differential equations is the Simulink toolbox. There is a toolbox for parallel computing. There is a toolbox for machine learning. There are several toolboxes in MATLAB. And of course, one needs to purchase these toolboxes to use them, but they are really a major advantage in MATLAB. The other advantage that one can think of is the fact that one can get support, technical support from MathWorks the company that developed MATLAB, if one really is uh, uh, interested in this. But there are negative aspects as well. So the first negative aspect I can think of is the cost. So the cost is, of course, it varies whether it's for educational purposes or other purposes. But it's overall, it's a disadvantage that you need to pay in order to write a programming language or to write a software. The other thing, but that's something not really specific to MATLAB, it's common to all interpreted languages, is that they are generally slower in comparison to compiled languages. So I wouldn't say this is a disadvantage for MATLAB only. It's a general disadvantage for interpreted languages. Having said that, MATLAB is still as a very useful programming language. If one learns MATLAB, you are really ready to tackle other programming language. In fact, the similarities between MATLAB and Python and Julia is actually an emergent programming language that was developed at MIT, I believe around 2012. It's a free language, of course. So these three languages, they have really very similar syntax. So if one learns one of them, learning the other is very easy. So what do you see here in the MATLAB window? So let's have a quick tour on the MATLAB window. You find the command window where you can do simple calculations and give simple commands. For example, I can do something using MATLAB as a calculator here. Be our next topic. I can say, for example, 6 plus 8, and then I hit enter, and then MATLAB gives me the answer. You might notice that automatically there is a window here called the workspace, and there is a variable called answer, and answer equals 14 that appeared inside the workspace. So this is the memory of your command window. I can also define a variable, let me call it x, and put x equals 9, and I hit enter, and now x appears also in the command window in the workspace, as you see here. There are other things. So for the current folder, so if you have files They will be stored in the current folder window here to the left. For example, and that's something we will learn later, I can open a script, so I can hit enter, new script here, and the new script will automatically be saved in this location. If I save this, so it's going to be called untitled, and I will find it. So let me actually close it here. Now I will see the file that's called untitled here. So here I have the files that I am working on this place. So that's a general overview of MATLAB. Let's stop recording here and we will see you in another segment. Thank you so much.